Hello everyone and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room Recap for Tuesday, August the 21st. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions for me, you can use this email address. A link to get into our free room, 100% free. You don't even have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our free room. This is a link for a subscription. There's a 15% promo code, either off the first month of a standard or premium service, or first year of our standard or premium service. I open the room at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. That's when I start to share my screen. I get live on the mic about 9:05. Going to about 3:15 actually, Monday to Thursday. I think once we get back into September, I'll go to 3:30. And I go to 3 o'clock on Fridays. Okay, now, what did I do today? Well, actually, it was a pretty exciting day. We had a lot of activity. A lot of activity in the cannabis stocks again. So Cron is a Canadian. It's a Canadian stock. It trades on the, I don't know what the Canadian symbol is on the TSX, but trades in the States, of course. So saw this one. Of course, this one has had a tremendous run, just like a lot of the Canadian pot stocks, cannabis stocks, because you don't know, in Canada on October 17th, it's going to be legal in every state, every province across the country. This is not a province by province thing. This is a federal mandate, so it's legal. So the news they put out today was that they're basically going to be distributed, I think what call the Ontario Cannabis Retail Outlet, which I'm sure is just a subset of the Ontario Liquor Board and also the BC Liquor Board. I know in the States you might say, well, big deal. That covers about half of our population, okay, in Canada. So anyway, that was the news. I actually traded it in the pre-market. And, oh, one moment, please. I want to pop this into the room. Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to pop that a little post into the room. So I actually traded this in the pre-market, and I lost 4 cents on it. Okay, I can't remember where I got in. I think it was 8. It doesn't really matter. I think it was just over 8. I think I lost 8 cents, 4 cents on it. It pulled back, and then it popped over 8 again. All right, and so when the market opened, it moved back down here, 805. But the other two stocks, the other ones that we follow, CGC, look what it did. This was the pre-market activity. And now it didn't really pop. I mean, this has had a tremendous run. The other one, of course, is TLRY. And that one actually did pop, before it dropped. But I thought, okay, people are wanting to find another cannabis stock, a cheaper one. This one is a high float, though, 149 million in the float. But nonetheless, I decided to take this trade. I got in at 8. What was it? About 816. Right about here, actually, 816. And it moved. You had to be really quick on this one. So I got in right around here. I took some out at 825, 855, and then 825 and 855, and then it just really, really sunk. A little bit surprised, 9 something was kind of the resistance level, but at any rate, that turned out to be a really nice quick trade for me and kind of set the bit of the tone for the day. This one turned out to be a really nice trade. Control. I'm out of it now, and this came from, you've heard me talk about, well, it came in a couple of scans actually. The stocks that were up the most, plus also that composite scan that we're promising to develop the filter for as a standard, part of the standard filter set. And that came on that. I don't know when it actually hit the first time. All I know is that I got into this one at 34.20. 34.20, right about here. Probably hit here, but I was having some sound issues with my platform, and I was monkeying around with that it seemed like the first half hour, 45 minutes. But anyway, I got into this one right there. Now, I freely admit that I thought this was going to be more of a scalp trade. Scalp trade meaning I didn't really think I was going to get very much out of it. The SPY, was kind of doing this. You see how it was drifting down? So I thought, you know what, if I can get a little bit out of this, I'll be happy, maybe 20, 30 cents. I actually took some off. I think it was at 34, yeah, 34.56. Took some off at 30 because then all of a sudden the SPY started to move. And then the SPY started doing this. So, of course, it's going to help most stocks that are, what I call not story stocks, alpha stocks. I don't think this doesn't have any specific reason for its move, other than it's moving with the general market. It's not a press release today. It's not an earnings release today. So, it's not what I call trading really on its own. It really probably needs the market, and the market certainly helped it up. And I actually I was hoping to get that elusive dollar, and I actually was able to sell some right around here, 35.20 from that 34.20, and now I'm completely out of it. So, it turned out to be a nice little trade. Now here is one. It drove me nuts. If you were in the room yesterday, you know that Kura was a vault alert. All right, didn't do too badly, and then I was watching it. I had it thumbnailed, and it just did this, 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 this. Now you might say, well, why didn't I hop in it? Right now, the volume is still only 90,000 shares. I mean, in this area, it's about 45, maybe 50. It just, to me, seemed too crazy to hop in it. Look at the volume here. Hardly anything, So, but it kept doing this, this, and the spread wasn't terrible. It was maybe 10 to 15 cents. It is one of those nickel spreaders. But so anyway, why am I telling you that? I'm telling you that because I happen to be in this one. Now, the volume's a little bit better. It's 127,000 shares. I decided to take this one. Take a look at the daily on it. You'll see why. I had a tremendous day yesterday. There's really no resistance. It also came in the composite filter. I think the original alert was around 1603. I hemmed and hawed on this one for a bit. Get to the 15-minute time frame because the spread was just terrible. At one point, it was like 1605, 1620, 1625 even. Anyway, I was relatively fortunate to get some at 16. The spread actually got to 2 cents. So I'm in at about 1621, and we'll see what happens. I basically, it's already had a nice little run, but of course on the daily, it still has potentially a lot of room. So we'll see what happens. If it gets into the 1650s, I'll think that I'll consider that a win. And what else happened? That's about it. I waited on this GPRE forever. This was a Holly alert. I got in at 1820. Don't know. I'm not sure what the alert was. I think it was around 18. While the market, of course, was moving up, 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 this was just flat. And I was saying to people, it's not a good sign. And I happened to check this is in the energy sector, or an energy sector play. So when I checked the energy sector ETF, it was basically flat. And then it started to drop, and then that's when I got out. So there's a good rule. I don't want to call it a rule, but we always like to have the SPY or the market on your side, all right? But even though the market was on my side in terms of the overall market, the actual sector it was in was just kind of flat. So, that sort of meant, look, there have to be better plays in there, try to find a sector that's moving, along with the market, as opposed to one that is just, you're just basically you're creating a parking lot for your money, just letting it sit there and do nothing. Anyway, I basically got out flat. It was no harm on it, but I mentioned that in the room several times. I don't like the way this is not trading. It's not moving up with the rest of the market, and the sector is flat. So just a good guideline. Always check your sector and check the overall market. All right. Well, I do want to get back into the room. Let me just bring back the capture program. Okay. And again, any questions for me? This is the email address you can use. This is the link for our free room. And there are no strings attached. We don't ask for a credit card or anything. All we ask is that you give us your email. We fire you one back. You create a password one time, and that's it. And you don't have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our free room. We have some fantastic traders in the room. It's not all about myself telling you what to buy and sell all day long. Obviously, if I'm in things, I'm going to talk about them. But I'm also here to help you learn how to use the program. That's the reason why the room is free. And there's, again, a subscription link, a 15% promo code for you. And I'll open the room tomorrow at about 9 o'clock Eastern Time. So I hope everybody has a great evening. We'll see you in the trading room tomorrow. Bye-bye.